JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, 3 men arrested over gun seizure in Clarendon. 3 men were taken into custody following the siege of an illegal firearm and ammunition by the police in Courthouse, Hayes, Clarendon. The police report that about 4:30 Thursday afternoon, a team acting on intelligence searched the Toyota Probox motor car and discovered a Chobson 9mm pistol in the trunk of the vehicle. A magazine containing 15 9mm rounds was also seized. Deputy Superintendent of Police Antoine Cardoza, head of operations of the Clarendon Division, is calling for residents to partner with the police to curtail crime in the parish. I'm appealing to our citizens to let us know about any illegal or suspicious activities within your communities. The weapon of choice for most of the murders in the parish is the gun. I believe, therefore, that the more guns taken off the streets, our murder figures should be significantly reduced, said Cardoza. As at October 30, Clarendon recorded a total of 83 murders, which is an increase when compared to the corresponding period last year. A total of 60 shootings were recorded during the period. British woman on cocaine charges granted $450,000 bail. A British woman accused of attempting to board a flight with cocaine in her luggage was on Thursday granted $450,000 bail with 2 sureties in the St. James Parish Court. Kadisha Thomas Jackson, 25, who is of a London address, was ordered to report to the police 3 days per week. A stop order was also imposed by the court. Thomas Jackson, who is charged with possession of, dealing in, and attempting to export cocaine, was ordered to return to court on January 21, 2022. Attorney at law Michael Emmings, who is representing Thomas Jackson, said that the bail application before Parish Judge Sasha Ashley was successful after he was able to prove that his client has relatives with whom she could reside locally. She's a foreign national, so I had to show the court that she had ties to Jamaica. So I brought a family member to show that fact to the court, said Hemmings. It has been alleged that about 6:30 p.m. on October 27, Thomas Jackson underwent a routine search at the Sanks International Airport while attempting to board a London-bound flight. It has further been alleged that 3 sealed parcels containing cocaine were found in her luggage. She was arrested and later charged. Police investigate death of a 3-month-old in Trelawney. The Trelawney police have commenced an investigation into the circumstances surrounding last Thursday's death of a 3-month-old baby boy at his home in Troy District in Trelawney. The dead baby was been identified as Yanomari Scott, has had tongues wagging in the rural community, as it has been rumored that his death is linked to an activity carried out inside the house to prevent evil spirits from entering the house. According to the Trelawney police, they received a report that last Thursday, the child was at home with his mother and other family members when the mother left him lying on a bed and went to the bathroom. Upon her return, the mother noticed that the child was lying motionless and she raised an alarm. Other family members rushed to the mother's assistance, and following their failed efforts to revive the child, they summoned the police, who visited the home and found the child, who appeared to be lifeless. With the assistance of the police, the child was transported to the hospital where it was pronounced dead. The body was moved to a morgue where a post-mortem examination is expected to be done to determine the cause of his death. The police stated that while they have no reason to suspect foul play, they have been hearing rumors in the community that the parents had engaged in an activity that could have harmed the child, hence their decision to conduct a full investigation, including requesting an autopsy report. We have heard rumors and allegations, but for now, we cannot point any fingers. We'll just have to wait on the autopsy report, and then we'll know where to take our investigation from there, a police officer said. So far, we have learned from the family that the child was not diagnosed with any kind of sickness, and that the mother only left him alone for a few minutes, so his death cannot be treated as just natural, nor can it be treated as suspicious, until after a post-mortem examination, the policeman added. Arlene Hyman, the child's distraught mother, said that she was puzzled by the death of her child, as prior to her leaving him in the house and going to the bathroom, he appeared okay. I don't know if it's happened to me baby. All me do is just left him for a few minutes and go to the bathroom, and when me come back, me see him stiff out on the bed, the woman said. Same time I called my sister them, and when them come, I realized that the baby dead. Since the baby's death, rumors have been circulating that the mother had lit incense in the room, which they say was to keep ghosts out of the house and away from the baby. They're of the view that the incense suffocated the child. According to the residents, a relative of the baby's mother died recently and was buried in the yard, and it was that situation which sparked the decision to burn incense in the house, a claim the grieving family has flatly rejected. Tension continues to simmer at Santa Cruz Courthouse. St. Elizabeth Parish Court remained tense this morning following yesterday's standoff, where a police sergeant refused to handcuff his colleague, a constable, following an order from Parish Court Judge Alwyn Smith. Sources say no uniformed police officers turned up for 2 civil court sittings at the Santa Cruz Courthouse this morning, arising from yesterday's kerfuffle where the sergeant was warned for contempt. Sources say Smith had been presiding over a matter which was to go to trial at the Black River Courthouse on Wednesday, where the constable, the investigating officer in the matter, was absent. Attorney at law Thomas Levine, who represented the constable in court yesterday, explained that he had another matter at the Children's Court in Balaclava, which clashed with the matter in Black River. 14 Pathways children out of state custody. 14 of the 15 children taken away from the Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries are now in the care of their families. One remains in state custody pending further investigations. According to the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, the decision to place the children with family members was made on Wednesday at a sitting of the St. James Family Court. The children were taken into state care after the deadly October 17 ritual they attended with their parents and relatives. CPFSA's Chief Executive Officer, Rosalie Gage-Gray, says the agency's clinical psychologists will continue to offer psychotherapeutic support. Weekly visits will also be conducted as the agency tracks the progress of the children and continue their care plans. Additionally, the CPFSA's Children and Family Support Unit will focus on their educational well-being and provide welfare support for the families. The unit will also organize parenting workshops to provide coping strategies, build self-esteem, and overall healthy parenting practices, said Gage-Gray. 2 people were murdered and others wounded during the Pathways ritual. 1 man has since been arrested and charged with 1 count of murder. Chase provides $36.5 million to students studying early childhood education. The Culture, Health, Arts, Science and Education Chase Fund has provided $36.5 million in scholarships to tertiary level students pursuing undergraduate degrees in early childhood education for the 2021-2022 academic year. Scholarship recipients are attending teacher training institutions across the island. The investment is in keeping with Chase's ongoing support for the development of the early childhood education sector. In 2013, Chase adjusted its investment strategy to focus on undergraduate courses in early childhood education. Scholarships were offered for diploma courses and was expanded to include Bachelor of Arts degree programs. President of the Jamaica University College, which is one of the partner institutions for the scholarship program, Dr. Asburn Pinnock, tells JIS News that the Chase Fund has been providing financial aid for early childhood education students at the institution for more than a decade, and in recent years has also provided aid for visual arts students. He says that the support over the years has enabled hundreds of students to study at Michael and to be better equipped to serve the early childhood education sector. He informs that students apply to the Chase Fund for the scholarship, and through its Chase mechanism, the selection is done, the school is notified, and the funds are sent to Michael. Renewal of a scholarship is dependent on the academic performance of the student. Dr. Pinnock says that Michael welcomes the scholarship program as it enables students to meet their financial obligations with the institution. He notes that worldwide, the inability of many individuals to attend or complete college is due primarily to financial reasons. Without the assistance of Chase, many brilliant, promising students and future leaders would have found it challenging to complete their studies. The assistance also helps to improve the enrollment and completion rate of students, Dr. Pinnock notes. Among the Chase Scholarship recipients is Union Gardens Infant Primary School Tanika McCoy Phipps, who is studying at the Michael University College. Mrs. McCoy Phipps, who received the scholarship in the 2020-2021 academic year, was referred by the principal of her school. She had previously applied on behalf of herself and her daughter after hearing about the scholarship from classmates and colleagues who had been successful in their applications. I didn't receive it the first time. In fact, it was the principal of the school where I work, Mrs. Moss Solomon, who applied on my behalf the second time. She asked me for my university progress report and status letter and helped me through the application process, Mrs. McCoy Phipps said. Qualifying for the scholarship, she had to maintain a 3.0 grade point average or higher, be registered at an accredited institution, and have financial need. The scholarship gave me the head start I needed. Receiving the scholarship from Chase has been a blessing. It covers a little over half of my tuition fee, and for me, that is wonderful because I don't have that kind of money to even begin to offset the cost of my undergraduate studies, she notes. The scholarship program was designed in collaboration with the Early Childhood Commission, the University of the West Indies, and the Joint Board of Teacher Education. In addition to the Michael University College, the scholarships are also tenable at Shortwood, St. Joseph's, Sam Sharp, and Church Teachers Colleges and the International University of the Caribbean. Trusted applicants can contact the institution that they attend or visit the Chase Fund website at www.chasefund.org.jm. 170 new COVID cases in Jamaica, 15 more deaths. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 170 new COVID-19 cases and 15 deaths on Thursday, November 4, bringing the local infection total to 89,466 and the virus death toll to 2,272. The deaths occurred between March 25 and November 2, 2021. The new cases comprise 69 females and 48 males with ages ranging from 8 months to 97 years. The cases were recorded in St. Catherine, 36, St. Anne, 26, Kingston and St. Andrew, 18, Clarendon, 9, St. James, 6, Manchester, 5, St. Thomas, 5, Trelawney, 5, St. Mary, 3, Hanover, 2, St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland, 1 each. The deceased are a 64-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew, whose death was previously under investigation, a 68-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew, whose death was previously under investigation, a 57-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew, whose death was previously under investigation, a 71-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew, whose death was previously under investigation, a 37-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew, whose death was previously under investigation, a 68-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew, whose death was previously under investigation, an 82-year-old female, and a 55-year-old male from Kingston and St. Andrew, a 76-year-old female from Hanover, whose death was previously under investigation, an 83-year-old female from Hanover, whose death was previously under investigation, an 86-year-old female from Hanover, a 43-year-old male from Hanover, a 65-year-old male from St. James, a 59-year-old male from St. James, and a 62-year-old male from St. Catherine. In the meantime, 146 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 58,722. Currently, 243 people are hospitalized, 27 of which are severely ill, while 18 are critically ill and 40 are moderately ill. According to the Health Ministry, there are 27,856 confirmed active COVID-19 cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.